What's up, y'all? Okay, so this is the problem that we're having. Then we're going to get into this review. This is my fourth time trying to record this review. It's not you, it's me. I can tell you what it is quickly. I just got back from out of town and I'm trying to play catch up, and my mind is going like 1,000 miles per hour. While I'm recording Basketball Wives, I'm also thinking about hot topics and Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z and Tyler Perry Studios and all this other stuff I want to talk about, and so I can't focus. So I need some medicine. I need some medicine, baby. I cannot focus, so it's hard for me to focus. I can't get my mind. I can't concentrate. So this is like my fourth time trying to shoot this video. So y'all pray for me. We're a minute and four. The first video was 10 minutes. I scraped it. The second video was 15 minutes. I scraped it. The third video, I think, was 7 minutes. I scraped it. Because I realized when I was speaking like this, it's not going the way that it's supposed to go. But I knew what it was, again, because I'm trying to rush, but then I'm ramming all of my thoughts together at the same time, and I'm bouncing around from. So I had to take a deep breath. So here we are. Okay, so I just want to get that off of my chest. So we are going to talk about Basketball Wives. Now, we're not going to go in any particular order, but we're just going to talk about the episode. We will start off with Shantel, Mingley, and Denise, and then after that, we'll just talk about other things that happened. So Shantel, Mingley, and Denise meet up. So they're questioning Evelyn's motives. Are her actions genuine when it comes to Shantel? Evelyn calls Denise asking her info on Shantel because Jackie says she had a bone relating to Shaice. So this is what's happening. They meet up for lunch. Denise and Shantel tell Ming Lee that Evelyn called Denise looking for some tea on Shantel, because at this point, it's been brought to Evelyn's attention by Ty that Jackie said that she has a bone relating to Shaice, but she loves Shaice, so she's going to leave the bone alone. So now we know that Evelyn thinks the rules apply to everybody else except her daughter. Now, let me just be very clear. I completely grasp that Shantel is an official housewife or basketball wife, but I'll call everybody a housewife. Shantel is an official basketball wife. Like, Shantel is a real life basketball wife. That's the gag. You know the gag is? This is the gag. Girl, Shantel actually fits the description of the title for the show, and don't nobody even want Shantel on the show. Ow, that's the gag. Shantel actually is one of the only house basketball wives on the show. You have Jackie Christie, whose husband is a basketball coach, right? And then you have Shantel, who's an actual basketball wife. Then you have Shawnee, who's a preacher wife. She was the son of a preacher man. Girl, she's a wife of a preacher. Then you have Jennifer, who's the wife of some man. Girl, I don't know what that man do. Girl, let me show. Christian, he had a girl jumping out of windows from the third floor balcony, breaking their necks and bones, and got. Then you have Ming Lee, girl. She's a lesbian on Saturdays, girl. Monday through Friday, girl. She like men. On weekends, she like a little girl. She's a kissing lesbian, baby. Then you got Ty, girl. She's the nigga of the group, okay, girl. And then you got who else? Evelyn. Who else? And then you got Denise. She got a baby daddy by one of them light skinned dudes over there, one of them bald dudes. Lorenzo, LaFazo, I don't know. Then you got Brittany. Don't nobody like Shantel. This is a problem, Shantel. Now y'all are questioning Evelyn's motives when you already knew who Evelyn was. Now I get it. This is the thing about reality TV, right? Whenever these people are brought into the fold, they're supposed to try and get to know these people. Even though we know they've watched these reality shows, we know they've watched at least 2 or 3 seasons, if not every season. So they see how this person can be. And so you come in sometimes with these negative connotations of these people or these preconceived thoughts of these people, right? And you're not supposed to, because I'm supposed to try to get to know them one on one. They may not be who they are on camera. But the thing is Shantel is not someone who is just watching from their couch like us. Shantel has participated in the show before. This is her first time as an official housewife, but she's been on the show before. So she's not new to the show. So for her to come into this situation acting as if she does not know the background firsthand of these ladies when it involves her mother, and now she pretty much has egg on her face because you're not as close to Evelyn as you thought that you were. Because as you can see, now Evelyn feels like if Jackie gonna expose whatever tea she has on my daughter, then I'm gonna try to extract any information I can from Denise about her daughter, which is you. So now it's, oh, we don't know if we can trust Evelyn. Girl, you shouldn't have been trusting Evelyn from the get-go. Evelyn was just exposing or allegedly that your mama was down to the street selling coochie when she was younger. That right then and that should have had you coming in season 12, girl, ringing Evelyn by her neck, even if Jackie was doing that. Okay? Now I know somebody gonna say, well, Jackie said she didn't do it. No, Jackie said Jackie Christie wasn't no prostitute. Catch that tea. Y'all gotta read between the lines. I don't know if Jackie was out there selling pussy or not. What I'm telling you, what Jackie said, Jackie Christie ain't never. Girl, what did Jackie Williams do it? Whatever her maiden name is. But anyway, but that's all I'm saying. So now Chantel feels crazy because it's like, oh, yes. Evelyn never liked you, Chantel. She just, what is it? An enemy of my enemy is a friend of mine. However the saying goes. She don't fool with Jackie. You don't fool with Jackie. That's your mama. You know all the tea on your mama. So let me go ahead and cozy up to Chantel. She tell me some tea on Jackie. I can put that in my pocket for season 13, season 14, or whenever, and I can pull it out whenever I need to. Uno reverse. You see what I'm saying? I don't think that Shanice is off limits, and I'm gonna keep saying it. While Shanice is not an official housewife, basketball wife, girl, Shanice is mic'd up, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Don't let Shanice fool y'all. I know Shanice for her works. Shanice gives you meek and mild and soft spoken, and I'm just a girl who does yoga. But Shanice is the type of girl who will fuck her home, who will fuck her mama's home girl. Cause the baby that she got, gorgeous baby, that she had with the game, y'all do know that the game and his daughter belongs to Evelyn's old homegirl. So Shanice can come on a show like, I just, and I don't understand it, I just don't get it, and I don't know why everybody keeps bringing my name up, and I just don't, and I don't, and I just don't, I just want to do yoga. I just want to do yoga and pose. Namaste. I just want to do yoga. I just want to do yoga and pose. I just want to do yoga. Girl, please. The thing is, Shanice introduced whatever issues that her and Jackie have to the group. So now the group is put in a tough situation, right? Because We don't want to get in the middle of family drama. We don't. However, it's hard not to be put in the middle. It's hard not to have conversations about what's being discussed because we've basically been put in the middle in a way. Because Shantel has decided to kind of bring this mess to the show, to this group. So to a certain degree, they are going to have conversations. And I think that's where Jackie does have somewhat of an understanding. Like, if Shantel wants to come and talk to y'all about whatever, that's fine. I'm just not gonna sit around with y'all hoes and talk about my daughter with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But if she wants to come to y'all and talk to y'all about whatever issue she has with me, okay, girl, that's fine. I don't think that's unfair. But I also think too that when it comes to Evelyn, because her and Jackie do have this back and forth, that with Evelyn, she don't mean it. That's why when she probably found out that Evelyn was cozying up to Shantel, she was like, oh no, that bitch ain't about to try to play no games with me. That's probably why she went and started trying to get some tea about Shanice. And I don't blame Jackie. I don't. I know my daughter is a housewife. I know she's in the opening credits, but we're not gonna play this game. I know I said if Shantel wants to come to y'all and talk to y'all, it would probably be best for the girls who probably have underage children. The Jackie probably not gonna fool with Ming's daughter, Brittany's son, or whatever. You know, Denise's children. But for Shanice, because she definitely gonna tug at Shanice's wig, definitely. So with Evelyn kind of putting herself in a position to be Chantel's friend, having Shantel at her house, trying to be the spokesperson for Shantel, it is kind of putting a target on Shanice's back. The other girls have stuff to say too, but Jack and I really gonna fool with those kids. Shanice, baby, is up for grabs as far as Jackie looks at it. We don't leave that alone for right now. Shantel is having issues with her baby daddy. I wish this would have been Chantel's storyline, honestly. She would have focused more on her and not, her not being able to. Basically, her baby daddy is making it difficult for her to move. She wants to move to LA. I don't know if she wants to move to LA full time or if it's just for the show. I don't know, girl. But nonetheless, she wants to move to LA, and I think she lives in Arizona, and he's making it difficult for her to move. Later on in the episode, the judge approved that Shantel could move to LA with their daughter because she has two kids. She has a daughter with her first baby daddy, and then she has a son with her husband. Ty tells Evelyn. So Ty, you know what's so crazy? I prefer Ty as a bone carrier versus Denise because Ty don't give me scary. Ty doesn't really run away from the BS. Denise gives me bone carrier, but she's scary though. I don't think Jackie or I'm about to say something that's gonna sound so ignorant. I don't think Jackie or Evelyn will fool with Ty, even though Ty is a full ass woman. Girl, that's a nigga. They're not gonna say nothing. Girl, you see they don't say nothing to Ty. Because Ty does just as much bone carrying as Denise, and they don't say shit to Ty. Have y'all noticed that? Am I reaching? They don't say shit to Ty. Ty just as messy as Denise. But you could smell you can smell it when a bitch is scary. Like Denise is really scary. Denise, you really ain't about that life. You really ain't. You do the bone carrying, but you be nervous when you do it. She's like a Jennifer. You know when Jennifer, told Evelyn about, girl, you worried about my felon, but when your daughter has a baby by a felon, she didn't deliver it the right way. You can tell the difference between a bitch who gonna stand in her shit and somebody who's scared. Denise is scary. But Evelyn, I put Evelyn. If you were really concerned, she says that she was concerned about Shantel, and I put Evelyn. Evelyn, if you were really concerned about Shantel, you would have called her directly. You had the bitch in your house. Evelyn, girl, you got caught up. That's all. You definitely were calling. I definitely believe Denise is not lying. You definitely called Denise to try to extract some tea. The thing is, girl, you probably didn't think Denise was gonna go back and say something. You probably told her don't say nothing. And Denise said, "Girl, please." If you were really that concerned about Chantel, a woman who was just in your house, you would have called Chantel directly. Girl, when she come to my house, you my friend. Okay? Um Baby, bitch. When Brandy said that Brittany, Denise, and Chantel were giving Destiny's Child, and all of them are Farrah. Oh shit! Yeah, when she said that all of the that she said they are giving Destiny's Child, Brittany, Denise, and Chantel, and all of them are Farrahs. Baby. Brandy said she doesn't understand Denise. And I put out on either girl. She said you should get to know people. Then that's the thing. Denise came in straight off being like Chantel, like Denise came in just basically co-riding Chantel. Girl, she had some baby by one of them light-skinned niggas, one of those bald niggas. Other than that, girl, we don't know nothing about Denise. I don't remember anything about Denise. Um, I put Brandy's assistant ain't assisting. Did y'all see they were packing up to go? Oh, they're going to Hawaii. Was it Hawaii? It was somewhere. I think they went to Hawaii. I was about to say Miami, but I think it was Hawaii. Um, and they were packing. And as they were packing, they showed Brandy. Brandy packing it. Girl, now mind you, Brandy has an assistant. Girl, I said assistant. I said assistant. Now mind you, he on the couch like this talking to Brandy. And Brandy sitting there folding her clothes. Girl, how you the assistant sitting on the couch like this girl gossiping while Brandy fold? No, you get up in that Brandy. I thought you were the assistant. Okay, girl. And it's not like she was folding her panties and bras, girl. It looked like she was folding like jeans and t-shirts. Um, they get to Hawaii. Evelyn apologizes to Brandy. I put as she should have. While Brandy was definitely being messy, you know, girl, I hate when the girls act like they don't understand what's going on. Like y'all knew Jennifer was gonna come to the house one way or another. Now, did Brandy just have to outright invite her? No, she didn't have to. But I just hate that we're so far into reality TV. We kind of know the game. It doesn't make sense for us to go out of town and all the girls are here and one of the girls is over here. And I know that we're supposed to be here for a wedding and a birthday, but girl, eventually, girl, we're all gonna have to link up. Girl, y'all know the name of the game at this point. So to make this big spectacle of over something that y'all know was bound to happen, it's kind of like, I get it, we gotta be dramatic, but can we be like realistic for the situation at hand? The reality is in this scenario, Jennifer was gonna be a part of this group. Evelyn was gonna be in Jennifer's face. One way or another, we were all gonna be together. Whether it was gonna be tonight, tomorrow, or before we left. They were gonna get a scene with us all together. And the truth of the matter is, Evelyn, girl, you shouldn't have wanted to go to Las Vegas anyways, knowing that it was Jennifer's Jennifer's wedding weekend. That's just what it is. But Brandy did invite Jennifer to the house. Um, Brittany, you know what it is, y'all. I understand on Big Brother. I know. I'm gonna wrap this up. I am. I used to be a big fan of Big Brother. That was my show. That was my show. That was my show. Um, on Big Brother, you can form relationships very, very quickly. because on there you have no access to anything on the outside. So once you go into that home, I think the only thing they know is the time. I think they know the time. Other than that, that's all they have. They don't have telephones, internet access, like they don't have nothing. So you're trapped in this house with these people, and all you can do is talk. You know what I'm saying? So I can see how in a scenario like that, you can build a bond very, very, very quickly with somebody. That is not the scenario. The way that Brittany and Denise and Shantel are acting as if like they've been knowing each other since childhood, I think is a little strange. Somebody has put a battery in Shantel, Brittany, and Denise's back. I knew that they were living in an alternate universe when Brittany started to refer to them as the big three. The big three is what she called them. I said, oh, they think they're about to come onto this show and take over. Girl, the reality is Shantel is a flop, Denise is a flop, and Brittany is a flop. You can't be three flops and be the head girls in charge. You just can't. Let me tell y'all something. Jackie ain't never going nowhere. Evelyn ain't never going nowhere. Evelyn went somewhere when, girl, we clocked as a colorist. And all that shit happened with OG. And then, of course, when the smoke died down, let Evelyn come back. But other than that, Evelyn ain't never going nowhere. Jackie ain't never going nowhere. Shawnee ain't never going nowhere. Brandy might be all right now. But the point I'm trying to make is, girl, y'all ain't gonna never be the big three. The bottom three, but not the big three. Be very clear. Okay? And then as they're together, because didn't nobody know that Shantel was coming to her? Oh, that's another thing too. Nobody knew Shantel was coming to Hawaii. She was invited, but I don't think anyone knew. The only people that I think that knew were Brittany and Denise. And then as y'all hear them saying that they were going to burn it all down, they have let these producers get in their ear and convince them that, girl, it's them against them. And their job is to burn the house down. Baby, the gag is y'all gonna think y'all burning the house down, but Jack and everybody else gonna be on the outside. Girl, they're gonna have the door locked. And girl, y'all gonna be burn victims. Y'all gonna think y'all about to light the match and take off running. But when y'all get to the door, girl, the door gonna be locked. Y'all gonna be trapped on the inside. Burn, motherfucker, burn. We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn. Okay? Burn. Burn. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn. I'm just saying. And then Brittany refers to Shantel as the queen. I said, they're a little remedial. The fact that they have deemed Shantel the queen lets me know they're delusional as fuck. Shantel is not no queen. She's probably the Joker, but she's not the queen. I hate this for Shantel. I really do. I hate this for Shan Shan. What did Jackie call her? What's her nickname? Shan Shan? I don't know the girl's nickname. Girl, this is the problem with Shantel. Shantel, okay, let me hurry up. We're gonna get to Shantel and Jackie in a little bit because I got something for Miss Shantel. So Shantel makes it to. They all walk in. They all kind of gag. Oh, girl, here she come. So they probably know it's automatically some mess because they tried to keep it a secret that Shantel was coming. So Evelyn starts off and says, I would like to talk to you. Because at this point, she knows that Shantel knows what Denise told her. Shantel says, okay. She wants to talk to her in private. Brandy then apologizes to Shantel. Jackie starts to giggle. She says, not she. Shantel says, "What's so?" Shantel, I'm so thirsty. I'm telling my throat is dry, but I do not want to stop and get up. So we're gonna go ahead and hold here. We're gonna try to finish this video. Okay. I'm thirsty. And then she says, "Oh, Bama. That's her name, Bama, right? Hi, Bama. So happy you're here." Jackie full of shit. And then Shantel says, "So I'll start at the top. So I'm impressionable." And then she said something like, "Who said that? Did someone say that?" Nobody says anything. So then she asks Jackie. Jackie says no. Jackie low-key lied. They showed a flashback clip of Jackie talking to Denise, Ty, and I think Brandy. I can't remember, girl. I know it was Denise. And she basically told them that she felt like Shantel was being manipulated. Girl, impressionable, being manipulated, girl. That's the same thing to me. And now I feel like this was probably in the beginning of the season. Now, this is where Jackie done put her foot in her mouth because Jackie has said that I'm not going to sit around and talk about my daughter with none of y'all. But then, girl, you sitting around talking about your daughter with them. Now, it wasn't everybody in the group, but you still sat around and talked about your daughter with Denise, Ty, and whoever else was in the, I can't remember the last person. But again, I think this was probably before Jackie and Denise started having beef. Or, you know what I'm saying? And then Shantel basically starts to tell Brandy that Jackie doesn't even like you. That she basically talks about you when she's with me. And then Jackie says she's not doing this. She says she's going to get up and leave. And then I don't know what the hell Shantel meant by this, but I don't know if y'all caught it, but I did. She said, "Good, leave. You'll go before I do." I don't know what Shantel meant by that, but I will say this. I know she don't mean that Jackie gonna leave the show before she leaves the show. I know that's not what she meant. I know Shantel didn't mean. Let me say something, Shantel. Shantel would have been so much better. I don't give a damn if Jackie and Shantel don't get along. I don't. I am not one of those people that believe that just because somebody is your mama or your daddy, that you gotta love and respect them. If your mama is an ain't shit person, if your daddy is an ain't shit person, you don't have to respect them just out of the fact that they're your father or your mama. I don't like when even people say stuff like that because if you really come, because there are people out there who really and truly have ain't shit mamas, who ain't shit, and daddies too. And they should not feel obligated to have some type of respect just because this person birthed them. Because at the end of the day, girl, there are some mamas out there who really are just ain't shit bottom of the seat like dumpster trash. Now, I don't know how bad of a mama Jackie is because I can't remember all the details. Oh, bitch, that's what we need to talk about. Girl. See, it's so much. That's what it's so much stuff I got to talk about. Baby, y'all know, baby, that Jackie, daughter Shantel, and the other daughter got into it online. And Shantel said that the other daughter used to touch her. M-O-L it. Hello? Girl, we got to talk about that in Hot Topics. See, I be forgetting stuff, girl. And I got a folder for all my Hot Topics. Okay. What was I saying? Girl, I forgot what I was saying, girl. What was I saying? Damn, I forgot my train of thought. Hold up, y'all. Oh, I don't care about Shantel having an issue with Jackie. It is what it is. However, I think that Shantel would have been better received with the public, the viewers of the show. If Shantel came on the show and whatever beef she had with Jackie, she kept it with her and Jackie, but then made sure that nobody else got into whatever her and Jackie had going on, I think that would have made her situation a lot better. You know how you feel like, bitch, I can talk to my mama the way I want to talk to my mama, bitch. You can't talk to my mama any type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, I can say what I want to say about my cousin, bitch. My cousin ain't your cousin. One of those situations. Shantel just looks absolutely insane because you come onto this show, you have these rules for Jackie. She's trying to abide by these rules set in place, these boundaries. Then she crosses a boundary, which was her speaking up for Shantel at the dinner. But then even when she speaks up for Shantel, it's still not good enough. Whatever Jackie does is never going to be good enough because Shantel just does not like Jackie. And that's okay. But just acknowledge, I don't like that bitch. No matter what she does, I ain't gonna never see it for her. Whatever she do is always gonna get on my goddamn nerves, and I don't want to be around her. I think that would just make so much sense. But when Jackie does something and then the cast still say that Jackie doesn't do it, even though we see it on our TV screen, like we literally saw Jackie turn to Brandy and tell Brandy, don't call her. I know Shantel is not going to like what I'm about to do, but I'm going to do it anyways. Don't call her a child. That's a grown woman. Her name is Shantel. That's what and I'm paraphrasing, but that's what Jackie told Brandy. You had you had Evelyn, you had Brittany, and I think Shantel say that Jackie did not stand up for Shantel, even though, girl, that wasn't nothing for Jackie to stand up for. But then, girl, 37 seconds later, you had Brittany calling Jackie all types of bitches about to fight Jackie. So you want Jackie to stand up for you when Brandy ain't doing nothing but calling you a child. But then, girl, in the same goddamn night, girl, no, was it the same night? No, this wasn't the same night. They were at dinner. I think it was the next night. Girl, within 24 hours, girl, Brittany is calling your mama a bitch because she's triggered. And for what the people say online, they say Brittany mama is watching her son. So how much of an ain't shit mama is she for her to still be watching your child? Now, I don't know if that's true or not because you can't believe everything that's on the internet, but that's what the people saying on the internet. And even if you are triggered by Jackie, you being triggered by Jackie because you got issues with your mama can still get your ass whooped. Because your mama ain't got shit to do with me. Like my triggers in life don't have nothing to do with y'all. Well, okay, okay, man. But you know what I'm saying? You can't go around the world because you're triggered in certain situations, acting a fool, thinking that because you have childhood trauma or because you have triggers that might set you off, that might not cause you to get your ass whooped. Because girl, I don't know you and I don't know your triggers, and your triggers, quiet as it's kept, ain't got shit to do with me. That's what I would have told Brandon straight after. Maybe let me say, whatever ain't shit mama, your mama is, ain't got nothing to do with me. You better go seek therapy for that hoe. Because I ain't did it to you. Your mama did it to you. Okay? Anyways, um, girl, Jackie said she's leaving. Baby, when Jackie said, when Jackie got up to leave, she took a bite of the food. She said, oh, I knew this food was going to be so good, too. Miss Jackie couldn't even eat her food, girl. Jackie said, I gotta go. Jackie took a bite of that food. I knew this food was going to be so good. Did y'all see when Brandy basically is telling Denise, girl, you messy. You need to stay out of family business. Brittany starts going off on Brandy, basically telling Brandy how she got in the middle. I don't remember. Girl, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember, y'all. I don't remember I remember Evelyn getting in the middle. I don't remember Brandy necessarily getting in the middle. I remember. This is what I remember. This is what I think I remember. I think I remember them feeling away because Brandy invited Jennifer over to the house the night they got to Las Vegas. And because they felt away, it got back to Brandy. I think Brandy overheard them talking shit. And so Brandy was like, basically, if y'all got something to say it to my motherfucking face. Don't be talking about me behind my back. And so I think that's how the mess kind of got started. I then think that Brandy was like, well, since they want to fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with them back. And I think she started fucking with Shantel. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So then she started calling Shantel like baby, like, I'm not your mama. You talk to your mama that way, ain't your mama, ain't your child. Her reaction to Shantel was very playground. It wasn't like no heavy shit. It wasn't like Brittany calling you bitches. With Brandy, it was very, very elementary to me. Like, I'm gonna call you a child, stay in a child's place. You know, oh girl, oh baby, girl, you just a baby. You know, stuff like that. Stuff that could probably still start an argument, but to me, it was nothing for Jackie to jump into. So I don't recall Brandy ever really getting in the middle of Jackie and Shantel. Maybe she did, and I just don't remember. So for Brittany to kind of make it seem as though because she called Shantel a child, that was somehow her getting in the middle, it kind of wasn't in a way. Brandy was only responding because I think she overheard y'all talking shit about her. And then after that, she kind of just kept her foot on Chantel's neck in a way. And then Brittany says that let me tell you one thing about Brandy Maxwell, bitch, ma'am. She might be a dummy over that nigga of hers, but baby, she ain't no punk bitch. Best believe it. So when Brittany said you put your she basically tried to say Brandy is a punk. And Brandy don't keep that same energy for everybody. You a fucking lie. Let me say one thing about that motherfucking Brandy from Dallas, Texas, bitch. Brandy should have stood up to motherfucking Tammy Roman. Should have stood up to Evelyn Lozada. And should have stood up to Shawnee O'Neal to the point where they fired that bitch. Hello? Now, like, you can say a lot of things about Brandy, but mama ain't no punk. Okay? Now, she don't want to lose that check no more. So now, Evelyn got her by her pussy lips. Girl, so not Evelyn, Shanice. Not Shanice. Girl, Shawnee. Girl, Shawnee now be fucking with Brandy low-key because she know the last time, because what happened the last time was after Brandy, I keep saying Shanice. This is what happened the first time. After Brandy cursed out Shawnee just come fire Brandy. This is what I remember, correct me if I'm wrong. She just come fire Brandy. Shawnee ain't got that much power. She got power, but not that much. So what it was, she used Evelyn and Tammy, and she made them stop talking / filming with Brandy, I believe. And so that cut a lot of Brandy's filming. And so at that point, girl, if they basically iced her out, basically. So eventually, Shawnee got her way with getting Brandy off the island. But I don't think it was just because Shawnee could just fire her. She basically, if I can't get you on the front end, bitch, I'm going to get your ass on the back end. But Brandy ain't no punk. Brandy ain't no punk, baby. That's one thing I will get. That's one thing I will give Miss Brandy. And you know, my girls was always Evelyn and Tammy. So when I saw Brandy come onto the scene, girl buck, and I said, "Oh, who's this bitch? Who is this bucking up to my girls Tammy and Evelyn? She done lost her goddamn mind." So I kind of go up for her. Okay, who was this bitch? Girl, she better watch it. Girl, I think I kind of go up for her a little bit, but she ain't scary. You know, I go up for the girls who ain't scary. When you making sense anyways. Now, when you somebody like Bang Bang from Real Housewives of Atlanta, girl, you can go, girl. Because you're not even making no sense, girl. You just watch the show. You come onto the show using Kenya taglines and shit. Girl, bye. Bang Bang, bye. Shantel takes Brandy basically telling Denise to stay out of family business as her sticking up for Jackie. I didn't take it that way. I just took what Brandon was saying was, girl, just stay out of the mess. And so Chantel tries to tell Brandy, girl, but she don't even like you. Bitch, when Brandy said, I don't really give a damn if Jackie like me or not. Jackie don't even like you, Chantel, so I know she don't like me. Oh, bitch! Then Chantel says that Jackie is fake. Jackie is fake, but everybody's fake. Girl, I hate to say it. To a certain degree, on these reality shows, everybody has to play a fake card to a certain point. Do you really think that? Do you really think that Evelyn fucks with Jackie after Jackie sat there and called Shawnee a builder whore? Do you really think that Jackie fools with Evelyn? No. They know how the TV game works, and they know that the viewers get bored real fast, right? It's cute for Kenya and Portia to fight for a few seasons, and we kind of be over it. It's cute for Giselle and Karen to fight, and then we kind of over it. It's cute for a Candace and Ashley to fight, and then we kind of over it, right? So they know how this works. We know we just can't be beefing every season because it's going to be the same thing. But in reality, do they fool with each other? Absolutely fucking not. Okay, be very clear. And then she basically tells Chantel, I don't care what she said about me. I still don't like this. Basically, like, I don't like how you and your mom, like, what's going on between you and Jackie. On some real shit, I don't even think that they knew that it was this deep. I don't think that Brandy knew that it was this deep. I think that when Brandy decided to put her stiletto heel in Chantel's neck, after she heard them talking shit about, you know, how she was moving in Las Vegas with inviting Jennifer over to the house or whatever, I don't think that Brandy knew it was that deep. I think that Brandy was like, let me just fuck with her a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get the party started. But I think once she found out, oh, this is some deep shit, I think she was like, oh, girl, I didn't know you was going through. I didn't know your mom was going through it. I didn't know you was going through with your baby daddy. Girl, if I knew all that, girl, I just would have left your ass alone. I was just trying to put over the cameras. But you know what I'm saying? I don't think that Brandy really, really, really knew it was that deep, deep, deep with Jackie and Chantel. I just don't think she did. Anyways, girl, Chantel gotta go. That's the moral of the story. Chantel needs to go. I think I just think the way she's moving is whack. I think for her to come onto this show, knowing, and this is the thing, right? Like I was telling my sister, I never went up for Jackie ever. I never disliked Jackie. I just never went up for Jackie. But I will say this: I've never heard or seen people say they dislike Jackie. Like I've heard people say they don't like Evelyn. I've heard people say they don't like Shawnee. I've heard people say that Tammy was a bully at one point on the show, and she was given bully at one point on the show. I'm not gonna lie. But for the most part, I've definitely heard people say they don't like Shawnee, and I've definitely heard people say they don't like Evelyn. I don't think I've ever heard like the majority of people say they don't like Jackie. So for Brandy to come onto for Chantel to come onto this show going against one of the girls who is kind of loved by the fans, even though Jackie, and I've said this, is probably an ancient mama based off of what her first daughter said and how Chantel is acting, it's not landing the way that Chantel thought it was going to land, because as far as people know, Jackie ain't did shit to you. And you're not conveying whatever Jackie has done to you the right way. You come onto this show and you have issues with your mother, but you're linking up with her ops. So now you just look like the daughter who's going against her mama. Instead of Chantel coming onto the show, having issues with Jackie and Jackie only, and saying, hey, this is my mama. I got this. Y'all not going to say shit about my fucking mama. Now, what I say to her is what I say to her. But y'all not going to say shit, especially you, Miss Evelyn, because I already know how you move. I know you for your work. And like if Chantel would have came on some shit like that, I really think it would have landed the way that Chantel wanted it to land. And I think that people would have respected whatever position she was taking with Jackie, but also the fact that she ain't letting these other bitches play with her mama. Shantel did it all the wrong way. You come on having issues with Jackie, pretty much somebody who's loved by the majority of Basketball Wife viewers. And then you're also sitting down, breaking bread, kikiing with Evelyn after she just exposed your mama for selling pussy when she was 17 or 18, which is sad, allegedly. Girl, you letting Brittany call your mama all types of bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, what? Anyways, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. I know we were all over the place. All right, bye, y'all.